Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're tuning into AMTV Alternative Media Television. It is, of course, Tuesday, June 3rd, 2014. And did the President of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama, Mr. Insane in the Membrane, just write his own impeachment with the scandal that has become known as the Sergeant Bowe Bergdahl release? Here we have an image and a video from whitehouse.gov showing the President speaking on the recovery of Sergeant Bowe Bergdahl.
I'm your father, Bowe. The people of Afghanistan, the same.
Again, I don't know if the President and the White House and his staff and recently departing spokespeople like Jay Carney realize what a bombshell this would be. They're either entirely stupid, having orchestrated this publicity stunt, which has since backfired, or this is a controlled, intentional demolition of the United States of America. The President here, Barack Hussein, Insane in the Membrane, Obama, releasing and trading, negotiating with terrorists. I thought we weren't supposed to negotiate with terrorists. 5 high-ranking, key-level Taliban Durka terrorist figures to Qatar so that they can reinvigorate themselves. They're currently celebrating slaughtering goats everywhere in Afghanistan, all over the Middle East, blood everywhere, so that they can reinvigorate themselves and, I guess, kill more innocents here in the USSA. Again, this doesn't make any sense at all. But what is being highlighted and should be highlighted by the mainstream media, but is currently being overlooked, is the fact that the President here, who bypassed Congress in 2013 with the National Defense Authorization Act, an illegal act in and of itself, has now broken his own law that he wrote with the NDAA. Absolutely amazing stuff. And again, the question being, folks, did the President unknowingly or knowingly just write his own impeachment as he stands between the parents of Bowe Bergdahl? This father here, Bob, almost appearing, his own words, appearing to be a Taliban Islamic sympathizer, extremist Islamic, sympathizer himself. With an article in Mail Online, the title being, "Could Obama be impeached over prisoner swap, which brought home soldier who walked away from his units?" Republicans and many others claim the deal was illegal. The President ignored a law which he signed last year requiring him to notify Congress 30 days before releasing anyone from Guantanamo Bay. The President effectively emptying out Gitmo. The Obama administration never told Capitol Hill until after Bergdahl was in American custody and the U.S. Taliban prisoners were preparing to leave. A former federal prosecutor told Mail Online that while the 30-day notice law is probably unconstitutional, putting enemy combatants back in a position to harm Americans is an impeachable offense. Again, this is an impeachable offense. A White House insider said Obama administration officials didn't anticipate how controversial Bergdahl's rescue would be and compared it to the 1981 release of 52 U.S. hostages in Iran. Again, the White House either dumb, not understanding and underestimating the backlash and the anger by members of Bergdahl's own troop, some of which, at least 2, if not arguably 6, died looking for the deserter, many of which call the guy a traitor, pretty much thinking he's a scumbag. They didn't either understand that this would be the political backlash, or they are doing this on purpose as a part of a controlled demolition of the United States government, our sovereignty, so that Obama can re-embolden his friends. Maybe Obama, a Islamic extremist sympathizer himself, a Taliban sympathizer, just launching 5 deadly, violent people, terrorists, back into the hands of the Taliban. Again, with direct links to Osama bin Laden, with direct links to attacking and murdering innocent Americans. I mean, doesn't this sound a little counterintuitive, folks? If you read the 112th Congress of the United States of America NDAA Act, which, by the way, no one in Congress has finished because it's a much too long and difficult document to read through, there is a specific line, if you go through the search, on page 19, that goes over the requirements for certifications relating to the transfer of detainees at United States Naval Station, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, to foreign countries and other foreign entities. It says that the certification required prior to transfer is this: in general, except as provided in paragraph 2 in subsection The Secretary of Defense may not use any amounts authorized to be appropriated or otherwise available to the Department of Defense for fiscal year 2013 to transfer any individual detained at Guantanamo Bay to the custody or control of the individual's country of origin, any other foreign country, including Qatar, or any other foreign entity, unless the Secretary submits to Congress the certification described in subsection B no later than 30 days before the transfer of the individual. Again, this is a law that Obama wrote and passed illegally. Now breaking his own law. Again, this is not only an impeachable offense, these are the type of things that kings do. Orchestrating legislation, bypassing Congress originally, and then breaking their own laws with the release of 5 Taliban prisoners for the exchange of a single dude that nobody even likes. This is absolutely crazy, and it's being overlooked, of course, by the mainstream media and the popularized mainstream statist press. Bowe Bergdahl and the Taliban claim that he had converted to Islam while in captivity and had been teaching its fighters bomb-making skills. I guess so the Taliban could more effectively dismember Americans here at home. Bowe Bergdahl's vanishing act before capture angered his units. Again, he sent email to his father that said he was ashamed to be an American and really just blasted the U.S. government for being a traitorous government with total mal and ill intent in places like Afghanistan where he was stationed, not too far from where Pat Tillman again was killed by his own troops, then covered up, lied about by the federal government here in the United States and pitches a pro-war movement propaganda piece. Contrary to the comments from Obama saying that no man will be left behind and that any American soldier will be rescued. Total bullshit. They allowed Pat Tillman to die and then lied about it. This was the Bush administration before Obama. Of course, all of them working for the New World Order agenda and these corporatist powers. Exclusive, Special Forces found Bergdahl and captors, but wouldn't risk the rescue for a deserter. So there was actually many opportunities to rescue Bowe, but the United States government didn't want to do it because they said it was too high risk to search out and rescue a willful deserter. So the question is, why now? Why did the Obama administration orchestrate this now? My assessment yesterday was that this was a part of a smokescreen and a cover-up, really a publicity stunt to take the eyes off the ball of the VA scandal. Obama thinking that this would actually embolden America, give the wars in Afghanistan some humanity, but instead has backfired on his entire administration. I mean, literally, Jay Carney just quit, his PR person, just a few days ago. According to Real Clear Politics, Obama himself said, absolutely, it's possible that the released Taliban prisoners will return to kill Americans and will return to terrorism. Dick Cheney, who I'm surprised is still alive, but I guess his pacemaker is still beating away, says the U.S. will pay a price for releasing 5 Taliban prisoners. Again, Obama trading 5 Durka violent terrorists with direct connections to Osama bin Laden and other heinous acts, murderous acts against Americans for just a single dude that nobody even liked who walked off the base willfully and hated America based on his own statements. Goats, meanwhile, being slaughtered across Afghanistan in celebration of the Taliban release. You can see here photos of just the jubilation. It's almost like Obama did this on purpose. A controlled demolition with the intent to embolden the Taliban resistance. Here they are just hugging each other, very excited that their friend at the White House just released them so that they can go kill more Americans. Isn't that exciting? Also, the curious case of Bowe Bergdahl, the father who grew out this very long, insidious, controversial beard, I guess in support of his son, who had made comments and tweeted appearing to have sympathized and to be a sympathizer of the Taliban itself. According to his own words, this is Bowe Bergdahl, the father, "I am still working to free all Guantanamo Bay prisoners. God will repay for the death of every Afghan child. Amen." And in his speech here, of which we'll play a clip, he actually speaks and really gives us more information and more weight to the argument that he is a Islamic extremist sympathizer and potentially a Taliban sympathizer. In fact, maybe this guy is a Taliban sympathizer, an extremist himself, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Again, either the Obama administration's dumb and didn't think that this would backfire like it just has, or this is a controlled demolition of America being used to embolden terrorists overseas. The president, again, trading 5 high-ranking terrorists for one dude that no one even likes. Again, I'm Christopher Green. You've been tuning into AMTV, alternative media television, hard-hitting and in your face. Get this video out everywhere, make it viral, and click the link below to support our sponsor.